There was a Philadelphia area mom who was convicted on Friday of sending repeated harassing text messages to parents of 3 teenage girls on the rival cheerleading squad of the woman's daughter. Yeah, that's for real. Let's put up her picture. This is Raffaela Spone, a 51-year-old. She was found guilty by a Bucks County jury after about an hour and a half of deliberation. It was quick. They knew guilty. The texts were first reported to police in July 2020 when coaches at the Victory Vipers cheerleading gym in the Doylestown Township in Philadelphia or in Pennsylvania received anonymous messages about what some of the team members were posting on social media. Over the next 6 weeks, additional messages were sent to the girls' mothers, all from different unknown numbers. And the prosecutor said Spone's behavior was weird, creepy, and unsettling, and ultimately, illegal. As reported by the Philadelphia Inquirer, the case generated international interest after prosecutors accused the suburban mom of creating digital deep fakes of the teenage victims. But in the end, they presented no evidence that the photos and videos sent in the messages had been altered. Still, they said Spone's behavior constituted harassment and urged the jury of 7 women and 5 men to find her guilty. Now, it became clear during the 4-day trial that the images Spone sent had not been doctored. One video showed one of the girls smoking a vape, while others depicted the girls posing for pictures at parties and wearing bikinis. The assistant district attorney, Julia Wilkins, she said, quote, "You may not like the girls, you may not like the way their parents parent them, but the fact of the matter is that this affected them. Their moms getting anonymous messages about them affected their mental health and well-being." And Spone's attorney, well, that gentleman happened to say that the jurors still got it wrong, that the case lacked merit, especially after the alleged deep fakes had been dismissed. He said prosecutors had not proven beyond a reasonable doubt that Spone had sent the text messages, but whoever did send the messages, he said, clearly was a concerned parent who wanted the teens' mothers to see what they had been posting publicly on social media. One of them, a video from TikTok, showed a victim saying she was starving herself and had contemplated suicide, which Burke said had been a clear cry for help. Interestingly enough, even as much as the attorney Burke had said that this woman Spone didn't do this, well, one thing we definitely always know is that the numbers never lie. And in this case, the numbers happen to be her IP address. Detectives had traced the messages to Spone's home through her IP address and found that she had used a smartphone application to block her number. While searching her iPhone, detectives discovered the same videos and pictures sent to the parents, as well as disparaging texts about one of the victims that Spone sent to an acquaintance. In another message sent after Spone was first contacted by detectives at the outside of the investigation, she wrote, "Since when is informing them what their kids are doing a crime?" Wilkins seized on this, telling jurors Spone's claim about being concerned were insincere. Insincere indeed, it seemed, because why she was so focused on her rival cheerleaders, I guess, extracurriculars is beyond me, but that definitely goes in that whole it takes a village mentality. Dina?
Yeah, this is like helicopter mom gone bad, right? Because I mean, I can't even imagine taking time to go through the social media posts of these girls and then getting the burner phone and different phone numbers. I mean, she was obsessed. So I think they got it right in terms of the harassment, because to go to this much effort, it was really disturbing, and it set a good example for the women and the girls that it's not okay, right, to get harassed. I do think the evidence was kind of flimsy. I think the prosecution was lucky they got a conviction. I think if she had sent these same texts but from her phone, she probably wouldn't have gotten convicted. I think it was the anonymous nature of it that kind of bumped it up to the harassment level, because they were publicly available information that she was giving them. It wasn't threats so much that she was texting. But yeah, this is definitely why some people need to be maybe a little bit more detached from their children.
Yeah, I think the evidence was pretty sound in terms of having, knowing that it was her who sent it with the IP address, having the copies on her phone. But I agree with you in terms of the fact that she tried to conceal her activity, showed she was trying to harass, whereas she could have just been forthright if she was truly sincerely concerned and just approaching the parents and saying, hey, I saw this online. online with your child. And for her to do it in this underhanded way really shows that she was trying to harass these people. But I definitely kind of agree with you in that I don't know, was this really that harassing to find out what your kids are doing? Yeah, and especially if it's already publicly accessible, but who knows, she could have sent a plethora of text messages, which can be very bothersome to many people.